Whew. Hold on. Whew, hand me that phone, Lord. Hand me that phone. This time I'm down. Y'all already know I gotta make a phone call. Whew. Cause she stopped being on TV.
How many numbers is that?
That's long distance. Hey. Don't hang up. Don't listen. Stop. Listen. I'm gonna need you to come off of retirement. I'm gonna need you to come back on television. Y'all, you got to fix this. You the only one that can fix Chris. You got to come fix Chris. Cause if not, you gonna have to fix Paige too. Cause she gonna be his therapist. Okay? And then the other one.
Who?
Oh, hold on. Wait. Don't y'all click off. Wendy. What's that number to the sober house? Cause Virginia need it.
That's the drunk house, girl. We keep it on count.
LiQWYD. Hey you guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Kourtney and this is my husband.
The E-Dub.
The Devo, I see you, boo. Devo.
I'm not a Devo. I just want to look presentable for the fans.
Hey you guys, so if this is your first time joining, let me tell you what we're all about. With Kourtney and Eddie, we do relationship topics, reviews, and right now we're reviewing, let me say it slowly, what's this show? Married at First Sight.
Married at First Sight.
Y'all know we do so many reviews. So if you hadn't already, and it's something that you want to subscribe to, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And if you're watching us on Facebook, make sure you hit like and follow. And guess what, you guys? We have a new collection of clothing, the branding store, and you can find our branding clothing at kourtneyandeddie.com. That's KOED wear.com. And yes, I'm wearing, hold on, gotta make a phone call, t-shirt. Yes, so you can find t-shirts like this, sorry, touching my mic, t-shirts like this as well as other branding things, and we have so much more coming waiting for you. And another thing, I know y'all saying just get to it, child. If you want to join the members only, please go ahead and look down below and hit that join button after it's over with. And guess what you get? You get a telephone emoji. You'll be able to drop down in them comments and put that telephone. So girl, you got to make a phone call for like 99 cents a month. That's it, like 99 cents a month, okay? And not only does it help support us, it also helps, give you something to do as far as, make you different than the rest. So yeah, your comments will stand out because you're going to have a telephone emoji outside your name as well. You're able to drop it down in the comments. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and get into this hot mess. All right. Because y'all know I can't pull her out of where she is. She got to go and do that last video before she can deal with this mess. All right, you guys. So let me give you this little thing before we get into it because this has something to do with the show. So some of you may have watched The Unfiltered right before this came on. And I was just taking a little brief notes. But I also have an article that people sent to me and that I was able to get online. It was like Showbiz cheat sheet or something like that. But it was where the experts are now getting a lot of feedback and people feel like the fans feel like, it's been a setup. Like, y'all set this up, this production, this, this drama. Y'all just trying to do this made for drama TV and the people are upset. And so Pastor Kyle and Dr. V are speaking out against it. It was like, no, this was not a setup. This is not production. We really thought Chris was a great match for the show. But, Pastor Kyle was even surprised in some of the stuff that he said. And, Dr. Pepper on Unfiltered, she was surprised at the stuff that came out of Chris' mouth. And even the fact that when Paige saw herself, or she was able to see herself, but not only that, she saw Chris saying those things that her bridesmaid never told her. And her face was just like, she was like, one, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. And she was like, nobody shouldn't say those words. She said, one thing that Chris needs is Jesus and therapy. That's what she said. Because she was like, the words that he said, it shouldn't have been said, with nobody. And Dr. Pep was like, one thing, don't feel bad about it. Because when he said a trophy wife, that means a person that got a nice body but no brains. And that's obviously not you. So, they were trying to encourage Paige and, just lift her spirits, because to see all that and that to be seen on national TV and this man saying this stuff about you is very embarrassing, So, yeah, I just wanted to throw that in there. So, what you want to say about that, baby? Or you want to wait till we get to the
wait till we get to the nitty gritty.
Okay.
The nitty gritty.
Okay, so it's called Romance or Regret. So that's the name of it on tonight. And y'all know we got to start off with Virginia. I'm going to call her Virginia. Virginia, she was kissing all on Eric. So, she kiss, and drink.
I wonder, did she think Eric's like a bottle of whiskey? That's why she kissed on him so much.
She kissed on him so much.
Yeah.
So Jacob and Haley are in bed, and Jacob said that he is not a verbal type of person. He's not expressive with, his words, and we can kind of see that.
Yeah, we can see that.
Yeah, he be looking
only thing he expresses is about that house.
I know that's right.
They got this swimming pool, poetry. And I'm like, good gracious, man.
He got to see
everybody.
He probably in the grocery store.
Yeah,
look at my house.
Hey, you don't need that stuff. Look at my house. Man.
So he said, but he is a cuddler, and that's the way he expressed his feelings. So Clara and Ryan, Clara got to talk. And Ryan said that he's more of a quiet mood type of person, quiet time type of person. So he's like that. I kind of see that's not what what's her name? Carla. That's not her forte. She run up that all the time.
She's like quiet coyote all the time with her. Quiet coyote. Because she just run like a little motor mouth.
She do. So now let's get to this part where Chris and Paige, well, first they entered in their room, and y'all noticed that first of all, production, I always got to put a little, little ghetto type music whenever they come around and
Chris
sing.
And Paige.
Yeah, just like
they got the
hip hop music.
They got a so death soundtrack.
That's what it is. Like, gee. And then I'm sure all the rooms had this, but their room was highlighted because, look, we got a box full of condoms. So,
I don't think they probably the only room that had that. I think they had because nobody else pointed out.
Because they probably didn't point it out, or because they just didn't show it. But everybody room had that, I'm sure.
So let me get this right. Everybody had condoms in their room, but Chris was the only one pointing them out.
Well, it was actually Paige. She did it.
Well, Paige, Chris, both of them.
So anyway, one thing he said to production is that he was like, yeah, at first, I wasn't attracted to my wife, but I'm getting to know her, and I'm, maybe getting more attracted to her. But that was, of course, before they slept together. So, of course,
you're gonna spill the beans already.
No, so, but what's funny is that a lot of these men were saying, I'm a cuddler. I said, these men think they slick. They finna tell these women they cuddling so they can try to get some tonight. And Chris said, I'm a cuddler.
Yeah, the cuddler move is move 101. You trying to test the boundaries real quick.
Yeah.
And you cut a little bit harder, then boom, before you know it, the cookies I got.
So Brianna and Vincent, they was kind of talking, and Vincent was saying, like Brianna is perfect, for him, perfect body, hair, just everything. And she says the same thing about him. So, they both, their attraction to each other. Okay, so, yeah. So let's move on to the next morning when they waking up.
The next morning, it's Folgers in your cup.
Yeah.
I don't know how that jingle goes, but we tried it anyway.
Next morning is Vincent and Brianna, and she let the people know that, they slept. They kind of talked to like 3 o'clock in the morning. He went to sleep, and there was no hanky-panky involved.
Yeah, Vince didn't want him. I know. You still talking to me?
What? It was sad.
Yeah.
So Clara and Ryan was talking about Clara sleepwalk.
That's scary.
I used to do that.
Oh man, that's scary to wake up in the middle of
that.
the night, see somebody just walking around the house. They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
and they might get shot.
He also said she moved a lot in bed. So she said, you know, her being single, you know, she moved a lot in bed, and that she also did what was the other thing she did? Yeah, they ain't do no hanky panky either. So I'm gonna say no hanky panky for all of them.
That's what they said.
One thing that she was concerned about, because she's never met his parents before, which none of them had, but she went to Bible college a ways back, and
1 year.
Oh yeah, 1 year, and after that she stopped going to church. Period. I don't know what scared her in Bible college, but she was like, I'm gonna get up out of this, so she stopped going to church. Period. And by Ryan's parents being ministers, it's gonna be something that may be a little, you know,
a little tension there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A little awkwardness there.
So let's move on to Jacob and Haley. They're eating breakfast. Of course, you know, they're actually talking about breakfast. So, you know, one thing about Jacob, you know, we all know he done ate them steak and eggs. Steak and eggs.
I'm on a carnivore diet. Steak and eggs. What's a carnivore diet? I never heard of that before, but oh well.
So Haley said that one thing about him that, you know, he kept talking about, steak, exercise, and eggs. Go back to the eggs, go back to the steak.
He has a routine. That's the bottom line. He has a routine. Stick and eggs, exercise. Stick and eggs, exercise. Stick and eggs, exercise. Go outside, build the sand, build the plants, build a little beach. That's all he does.
Now let's move on to Junior. Y'all know she's going to have a different name probably every week, but Junior and Eric. So Eric begins to tell Virginia that he was once married before, you know, and basically it happened because he wanted to go off to the military, and
he said it happened because he had to pretend he was married. Oh, but not pretend, but they had to get married to live off base or something like that.
That's what I was trying to say.
And in the military, if you want to live off base, you have to be married. Me, when I was in the military,
it's not about you.
I lived off base anyway. I wasn't married because what happened is they had them room for me on the barracks, so they moved me off base. So I was a single man living off base, making it rain, drive around my Cavalier with a 5-star ring.
Not about you. So let's move on to the train wreck.
What's the train wreck? Who's that?
Chris and Paige.
That's what you're gonna call that
Paige
relationship?
and Chris. Right now it is. So Chris went to breakfast. He went to get breakfast. He told Paige, I'm finna go get us some breakfast at 8 o'clock in the morning.
That joker went
Chris didn't come back till after 10.
Missing in action, man.
I guess she was hungry. But she had to do something with her. I guess she was fasting them 2 hours. So she was concerned about, like, where you went. She tried to call him. He answered the phone.
He was eating, baby. He went and got that breakfast. He went downstairs. I guess, you know, it was smelling so good to him, so he ate it downstairs.
And that's what it was. And came back up like
nothing going on. It was all to the good. What up, dog? What up, baby? That was it.
That's the way he came in. So Chris said that he had a panic attack. He had a panic attack, I guess, because of the situation that he got going on. Do y'all really think that he was downstairs talking to that girl that they said
that's what I think.
Maybe pregnant?
You know why I say that?
Why?
Because me being how I used to be back in the day. When you walked into the camera, when he came back from downstairs in the room, if you pay attention to the phone, it was still lit up like he just got off the phone. So now, he could have been playing on the phone, but no, I think he was talking to that girl right before he got into the room.
Yep. And then he also said that, panic attack. Why? Well, I'm not really attracted to you, yada, yada. And she was like, wait a minute, not really attracted to me, but we not only got intimate on the night that we got married, but also that next morning, right? Probably before you went to get breakfast. That's probably why you went to get breakfast, because you was hungry.
Yeah, you got them cookies twice, man.
So how is you now having a panic attack?
He got the cookie jar, ate, went back to the cookie jar, got some more cookies.
went downstairs to breakfast and. So let's move on, because y'all know we can stay for Chris and Paige, but let's move on to Clara meeting Ryan's parents. So I don't know why you thought Ryan was mixed, or was he? I don't think
he
was
probably
ever mixed.
wasn't. I thought he was.
He may look like it, but look like both his parents are black. But anyway, so she got to talking about, just introducing herself and some stuff that Ryan had to, because Clara said one thing about she's not into organized religion. So, his parents being ministers, it's just going to be, Ryan's mom said, one thing that she wanted for her boy, she's always prayed over, is that, they will find a good wife and that their wife will love God and they can raise their children, so to speak, in a godly atmosphere. She didn't say all that, but I'm putting that in there.
And sometimes the parents can't get what they want.
Ain't that the truth? So, yeah, that right there is, Clara didn't, I guess we didn't see the part where she said, well, listen, I'm a heathen, not a heathen. I don't go to, I know we didn't see the part where she said, I don't go to church, I'm not into organized religion. So we didn't see that part, if she even said it. So, she probably just took it in and kept it to herself. So Ryan meets Clara's parents, and, everything seems to be pretty good with him. I think they like him. He liked them. So,
There was no drama with that. Everything was smooth and cordial.
Now, let's move on to Eric meet Virginia parents. So, Virginia dad said, he is protective over his daughter. Most men are. And that, Eric was able to tell her parents that, he's been previously divorced. So he said, but it's been, 3 years, 5 years?
3 years.
So,
3 years.
We don't have connections together. She done went on. In fact, I think she done got married again. So, he was like, well, as long as y'all not there no more, I'm good. And it's nothing.
Yeah, but Virginia dad should know, because he's not with Virginia's mom no more. So,
he was like,
so he can kind of understand where Eric coming from.
Yeah,
so.
He was like, she kind of seen that. In fact, we're a little surprised that she even doing the show, because she was afraid of commitment, because she's seen so much divorce going on around her.
Virginia. She ain't scared of no commitment. The only commitment she got right now.
Shots.
That's all the commitment she got.
So he said, well, one thing about it is that you must know that she's not 33. She's 26.
And she sure act
so
like
she still got that little party girl face going on or whatever. So, yeah, she act like she's 21. Like somebody just made a Laker.
Yeah, I just want to see her liver. Her liver must be like, give me a break, man. Because every time I turn around, she got alcohol in her hand.
So Virginia meets Eric's parents, and it was like one thing about it. Them let you know.
There's some tension there.
It being a pilot's wife is kind of hard, because he gonna be gone 4 days out the week.
That's right up Virginia alley right there.
And I'm saying, she don't need no man, but no. And she was like, well, I like my space and stuff like that, so that's gonna work. And I'm saying, that girl gonna be going out partying and drinking.
She gonna be drinking. Then the day before he comes back, she's gonna use that whole day before he comes back to just get over a hangover. Yeah.
And then he probably gonna see on Instagram party in the club and stuff like that or whatever.
Shots.
Yeah, shots.
So yeah.
So one thing that his mom did say, listen, I think that Donna, her name's in, listen, I want grandchildren.
Some grandbabies.
Now, one thing, Donna, they just got married. It ain't been 24 hours. Don't put your prayer requests in there.
That don't matter. They want grandbabies. They want grandbabies right now.
Well, the way she doing them shots and kissing all on air, she may get them grandbabies.
Probably right.
So one thing, she said, Virginia said, listen, it's 50-50, and,
give me 2 years.
Yeah, a couple years, but nothing.
Nah.
So the mama looking like, and the grandma was looking like, and the other girl was looking like,
And the alcohol glass will look like, come get it.
Shots. So let's move on to Haley meets Jacob's parents. For these few right here, everything was copacetic, and stuff like that. Jacob, of course, he just got this.
Oh, I'm do Jacob. And you see it? I just showed you last night. I understand. I showed it to you last night, but look again. I got this house.
I don't think he showed it last night. He talked about it.
Yeah, he talked about it last night.
Now he visualizing. Yeah. So that's Jacob meets Haley parents.
Come on,
and
man.
And they looking like we bored to death out of this.
All you do is talk about that house, in that house, man.
Lord knows if something happened to it. I don't know
man, if something happened to that house, oh my gosh, man.
So Haley meets Jacob's parents, and Jacob, one thing, his parents is older.
He's older. Older. Everything about Jacob old. Everything about him old.
They say he's a sweet boy, sweet person,
He's a loner, and You know, we didn't think he gonna go down this path, and it's just like.
And then they said he acts older. You know, I think when he was 5, he was acting 85. I was like, ooh.
I said, okay, he act 5. He was 5, act 85. Now look at his parents. I'm like,
That's
makes
wild.
sense. Yeah,
they may have had him later in life. So let's move on to the train wreck. Paige meets Chris' parents. And
let me go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So Paige meets Chris' parents and pretty much lets them know that, you know, there's a bump in the road and he's not attracted to me. Oh, really? Well, we think you're beautiful and blah, 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 whatever. And, you know, her dad's like, well, you know.
Yeah, your dad. Yeah, you gorgeous, looking at her like a piece of pork chop.
And then he said, you look good to me for a daughter-in-law.
Yeah,
you look like a good daughter-in-law.
Yeah, get a biscuit and suck you up. Yeah.
So she did let them know that, you know, he said he wasn't attracted to me. But my problem is that he said that, but we had a moment. We pretty much had intercourse last night. So Chris' mom, well, was he drunk? Because he ain't attracted to you now. Was he drunk? Was he been drinking?
That rubbed me the wrong way, too. Man. Because she just automatically jumped and defended her son and said, he must have been drunk. My son, my boy won't do nothing like that.
He probably had intercourse with you because he had some alcohol.
Right. Then Paige should feel a little certain way herself about that, man.
And so then she said, but he got it again this morning. Oh, well. Okay, well.
Her mom did Miss Wanda.
Okay. So, at that point, she was like, okay, well, I don't know. And the dad was like, well, you know, that's not right.
Yeah, I heard him say something about the dad. The dad was kind of hit and miss in that conversation, in my opinion. Yeah. You know, when he said he raised his son to be honest and trustworthy, and he did the right thing by being
telling her the truth, but came back and said he was wrong for that.
Right, but the point is, how can you be, if you honest and trustworthy? Maybe I'm wrong for thinking this. You know, you still slept with this girl twice.
Yeah.
You know, then all of a sudden after you get the cookies, I'm not attracted to you.
Right.
You know, so if you weren't attracted to her at the beginning, why you go? Yeah, left her alone. Why you go through with it? Then after that, you know, he's saying, you know, he was telling Chris, don't hurt her and don't do her that way, and which I said, okay, I agree with that part. Mm-hmm. But the first part about saying his son being trustworthy and honest and a gentleman, I totally disagree with that part.
You know, one thing about that the women were trying to do is after Paige said that, and they seen how distraught she was, they let her know that, listen, I think you're beautiful, you're smart, you're intelligent. They tried to lift her up because they didn't want that to crush her. And I pray that it does not. I really pray it does not. But if you're married to a man that's not attracted to you, it can really damage your ego. Your self-esteem, because you're trying to make him be attracted to you. So, which makes me think that, y'all know, and I'm kind of rushing on, when she went and got her hair done, well, she probably just getting her hair done, you know, in the braids or whatever, because she going on a honeymoon. She ain't got to do nothing to it. But I'm saying, God, did she go and do that because she really wanted to have another look for him? You know,
I think that's part of it. Another thing Chris kind of said was kind of like, yeah, right, dog. You know, told his dad, I was trying to be intimate with her so I can see, kind of get a stronger connection with her.
Yeah.
Come on, dog. I don't believe in that. Some people say that they do that sometimes, but I don't see that happening, man. Either you're going to have a connection with this person or not, you know. Yeah. And to me, intimacy is not going to make that connection strong, especially if y'all don't know each other. You know what I'm saying? Now, if y'all know each other on a different level, that's different. But just, I met you, then we're going to try to do this and see if we're going to have a connection. No, that's just sex. That's all that is.
Yep. And so let's just stay in this vein right here. So Chris was confronted by his parents, really, and his auntie, and said, listen, she said y'all done had, and he was a little heated with that because evidently, like you said before, baby, he tried to play one role in front of his parents, in front of, you know, nice, good church boy, whatever you want to call it. But then on the other hand, this is how he really and truly is. Wow. And so he was playing that role in front of him. He's like, listen, I ain't raised you like that. You know, respect her, you know, don't hurt her, you know, stuff like that. So it's like, ugh.
Well, all I know is most boys, like men at that age, they always try to play that I'm a good son role in front of the mom and dad, especially the parents together, and they got a real Christian or spiritual background in their family. They got to play that role. That's the image they got to portray because they don't want to embarrass their parents. They don't want to embarrass them. They don't want to look bad in front of their parents. But those are the same ones that go behind the parents' back, do all the dirt, all the conniving, all the sneaking, all the other stuff. But they want to throw their rock and hide their hand like I'm a good little boy. And that's what that's why he got hit. He got heated with her because Paige blew his cover.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't talk about sex with my parents. Yeah, I don't talk about sex with my parents either at that age. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk to them about sex right now. Do I? I don't think I do.
So Brianna, let's move on to this because we don't want to make this video long. So Brianna meets Vincent's family, and pretty much they said that he gets angry, or his temper it's hard to calm him down when he gets mad, and also that he's a workaholic. And so those are things that Brianna was like, oh. Wait a minute, that little music that become on, that music is just, when they just have like this blank look on their face. So that's something that I think that she's now a little bit worried about. So, you got anything you want to say?
Yeah, because I feel like Vincent, he's, to me, I could be wrong. He seems like when he gets mad, he gets real mad.
He look like
it? He looks like it, and he got that Hispanic.
Dominican.
Dominican, yeah. And when they get hot, they get hot.
Yeah, you could have a little temper. So Vincent meets Brianna's family, and her mom basically said, listen, that's my baby girl. I'm protective over all my daughters. So, just make sure that you treat them right. And he said that one thing about don't be afraid to check. He was saying, I don't want Brianna to be afraid to check me. And I think her mom was like, she won't be. So she should be able to check you. And that he also working on, getting his real estate exam done, So.
Was it me or was it Brianna's sister looking at Vincent real hard?
In a bad way or
I know, it's probably in a good way, but.
They just kept showing her blank face.
Yeah, but she's like, was she in awe or was she attracted to them herself?
She's just like she was.
I'm just asking. That's what it looked like to me, but okay, go ahead.
So now let's get to this part where Chris was talking to his. We touched on that. We talked to his family, but after that part, Chris was back crying with his head on the table, like he 5, and they took away his pencils in school. So. Eddie seems to think that he may have a little touch of bipolar, which I know that word bipolar can get tossed around a little bit too much, and it takes away from the actual condition. But I think he does have some mood swings, and he can be very emotional.
He has more than mood swings, especially being a man. There's something else going on. For you to say, now, the panic attack, that's a cover right there. I don't think he had a panic attack. I think he's out there talking to somebody else, okay? But the fake crying and stuff, he's trying to either pull sympathy from Paige, or he's trying to throw Paige off because he know he got something else going on.
He could be crying because they girl told him pregnant.
That boy wasn't crying. He's trying. I think he.
I don't think he was crying. But
I think he's trying to throw Paige off and. And you're probably right. He found out the girl was pregnant. And he don't know how to handle it. And
he's going through these.
Yeah, then he don't want to talk about it. So yeah, man.
That's what it is. So he told me something. He was crying. Then he was like, "That's one thing you don't do. I'm from Chicago. We don't disrespect our parents like that. We don't talk about." I was like, I hate when people say where they from. Okay. Anyway, so I'm from Chicago. We don't do that. That's something we just don't do. We don't tell for our parents, and we sleeping and having sex and stuff like that. I don't discuss that stuff with my parents. He said that's just straight awkward. That's just weird. You don't do stuff like that.
I did it before. I'm from Birmingham. We put sugar in our grits. I'm from the ham.
You don't even eat.
I know. That sounds good.
You don't even eat sugar in your grits.
It sounded good.
And so she was like, well, listen, I talked to some of my male friends and they were saying basically what you did and, having sex with me, but you saying you wasn't attracted to me was very weird. And guys just don't do that. And he was like, wait a minute.
I disagree with that, but go ahead.
wait a minute, you were talking to male friends? You came up out of that, didn't you? Well, you shouldn't. She was like, I had these male friends before we even met. So, you know, I'm saying, bro, you can't be trying to check her. You ain't even attracted her. Let her be. Let her alone. You can't check her. So what you saying, you don't agree with that?
You're going to be intimate with somebody if you're not attracted to them.
Yeah.
You know,
I think so too.
Yeah, that's why you go to strip clubs. That's why you go the ladies of the night. Hey.
So Paige, and we talked about this. She went and got her hair done because they getting ready to go on their honeymoon. So he did apologize to her and say he was acting like an a-hole and all that stuff. And so he was like, I want to try to make this work. And you know, so she was like,
that boy, emotions all over the place.
It is. She was like, well, you know, we're married, so we just, you know, try the best to tough this out and get to know each other and everything. So they're excited about the honeymoon.
I give Paige credit for being so optimistic.
Oh yeah, man.
Like
she need to get a therapy degree.
Come say, man, why she? This dude just did her wrong, and you still been optimistic.
She is. Hey, I can be like that too. But he did say, you know, I want you to get to know me. You know, I'm a dope dude. I'm charismatic. I'm funny. I'm smart. I'm intelligent. I was like. And she basically, okay, dude, stop bragging on yourself. She was like, well, I want you to get to know me because there's a lot of stuff that you don't know about me. Period. Just say that. We ain't got to go down your resume of who you are. She may not think you none of that stuff. You think you all of that. Anywho, let's move on to this honeymoon, honey. So they decided to take their trip because I guess because of the pandemic, they can't travel out the country because I was hoping that they would go to a nice resort like they normally do, but they going to Vegas. Which made us want to go to Vegas. But anyway, because we miss Vegas. So they are, y'all know, Junior don't need to go no Vegas. So Junior was happy because she ain't never been to Vegas before. So before when they was packing and getting ready to go out that room, what she did, baby?
Got her champagne.
She got her champagne, baby. She, oh, wait a minute. Let's not forget the alcohol. I'm saying, girl.
She's 26. She is young. She's a party girl. And I know. But, you know, Eric gonna have his hands full. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, her husband. Yeah, because you could see on that, because when they got to the room, she was like, where's it? We got the. He was like, listen, you don't want to get no alcohol, like, you know.
You know, I was waiting for her when she got in that room and said, it's time to get turned up. That's what I was waiting for. But she never did. I'm disappointing you, Junior.
So they staying at the Mandalay Bay, which is a nice hotel. And they got everybody getting settled in and all that stuff. One thing, Jacob, he was packing and he packed his fanny pack and he showing all of his graphic tees and stuff like that. And it's like his sense of humor, it seems like it works for Haley, but it'll get old because he don't know when to stop. And she like, okay, okay. Like, her laughing started going like, oh, now it's fake. I need you to calm down. You're doing too much. So, let's see. Let's go wrap this up. One thing that Vincent found out, you know, when we seen him on the phone, in my mind, I'm like, oh, there go that job. He finna work related. Didn't you think that?
Yeah, I thought it was work related. But then again, I know Vincent's not disrespecting the honeymoon like that with work.
Yeah.
And turned out, you know, his grandma sick.
Yeah.
You know, so, but I give Brianna, oh my goodness, kudos. Because she supported her man, you know, she colored to her man, she showed that emotional support. And to me, that was a big check mark for her, in my opinion. Because I saw that, and she was genuine with it too. You know, that's what I liked about it. You know,
real.
So big kudos to her. And Vincent, you got you a good one, man. So. And
he said that, you know, it meant a lot. You know, in his confession, he was like, that meant a lot.
It does.
She wouldn't even never know how important
it does, man. When you got a woman that's emotionally supporting you when you go through some tough times, that's huge, man. That's huge.
Yeah. Haley, the last part is that we did get to see that Haley and
getting this swerve on
kiss. So maybe Haley coming on around, you know.
I said, look at Jacob.
She looked like she did the kissing first.
Yeah, look at him. All right, man.
So yeah, I guess he can stop talking about them houses for a minute, honey.
For a minute, no. He probably thought he'd make love to us.
So that's the only conversation he got. Maybe that just helped take the edge off because he know he has conversated and they know that he's a quiet person. So anyway. But yeah, you guys, so whoosh, yeah. Y'all come on back, y'all. Come on back because we're gonna need you after this is over with. Because you got to help fix Chris' life. Because Paige will not be collateral damage. Okay?
Yeah,
all right.
It seems like, hey, Paige, all I can do is pray for your sister.
And she's saying that, you know, hey, God saying, you know, the God put them together and, you know, everything.
Maybe God put them together for a reason. We just don't see it right now.
Hopefully it works out. But
we just don't see it right now. But right now, from what I can tell, train wreck.
All right. On that note, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. That's all I got. What about you, baby?
That's all I got. I'm ready to get some to bed.
Get us some sleep.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. So on that note, if you liked it, make sure you hit that like, that thumbs up button that you see down below because it helps the YouTube algorithm. And drop down in the comments. But again, I don't have to tell y'all to do that because y'all going to already do that. So we will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you. Deuces, we tired, y'all. We tired.